Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everybody's having a great week. All right, today we are doing our weekly rundown from our numbers over at Advanced Trucking. It's a pretty good week. It was, a lot of miles, but it ended up being a pretty good week. All right, so our gross for the week was $5,180. My cut would be $4,144. Now we had 2,639 loaded miles, 366 empty miles. So that's a total of 3,005 miles. We burnt $1,320.70 worth of fuel, $92 worth of DEF. So that's a total of 422.36 gallons of fuel, which is 7.11 miles per gallon. Now, here's a fun number. We always like the number where we save a little money. So, our fuel discount saved us $214.36 this week. That's a pretty good chunk. If I wouldn't have had that fuel discount, that's $200 that don't end up in my pocket. You got to have that good fuel discount. It helps a lot every week. I mean, if you could save $200 a week, $800 a month, yeah, that's a house note. That's a good house note. So I mean, you got to watch your expenses. Every penny counts. And I did pull more mileage this week because I was trying to build up some numbers because I had some other things coming up next week. I knew it was going to be a bad week. So anyway, that's what we got going right there. Out of all of that, all of our extra expenses got to come out. The lease payments and the insurances and all of that stuff has to come out. But we worked a little harder that week to try to put some bigger numbers together, and we broke that 5,000 mark. We got 5,180 gross. All right, so let's move on to talk about where all we went. We started out in Harahan, Louisiana, and we went to Tifton, Georgia. That's a Coca-Cola load. Heavy load, but it's easy. I mean, they are good on both ends. Coca-Cola always treats us good. And the next load, we went from Macon, Georgia to Norman, Oklahoma. Now, I went to Oklahoma because I was hoping to get something back toward Florida. But that week, it was weird because once I got to Oklahoma, the Florida loads and just about every load took a big hit. I mean, everything just dropped overnight, and it happens. It's an open market. It's kind of like gambling in the stock market, I guess, if you want to say. But I did get a load from Oklahoma down to Florida, but that load was a paper towel load that went to Sam's Club up there to Norman, Oklahoma, which was pretty easy. Now, the load going down to Florida, I drove over to Tulsa to get it. Because like I said, there was a bunch of loads whenever I booked it. But by the time I got over there and was ready, there was nothing to choose from. Everything had dried up. It was awful. But we went from Tulsa, Oklahoma, down to Orlando, Florida. We delivered in Orlando this last Monday. And that was Hydrotex part. I'm not really sure what they had in the trailer, to tell you the truth. I cannot remember to save my life. It's something, that's for sure. It was like 30,000 pounds or something like that. But we got that week covered, and I ended up back up there at Indy this last week, and I'm going to put a little clip right here just to show you a little something that they got. And I hope y'all have a great week. God bless, and we will catch you on the next ride.